fun. It's a good opportunity.
You make a lot of friends.
I like Scouts. You get a lot of good opportunities we go snow caving and we go on day hikes up to Skyline Divide, and we go a lot of different places hiking and stuff like that.
Where did you first learn about Scouts?
My brother and through my uncle. He was in Scouts and he's an Eagle now.
How long have you been in Scouts?
I've been in Scouts since 1982.
1982, so that's 11 years?
Yeah.
And what's the best part of Scouts that you've come across in your 11 years?
Teaching the kids, seeing the smiles on their face after completing a merit badge, after having a good lunchtime ceremony, lunchtime program, after doing the mile swim, just the way they feel when they leave the camp.
So you'd recommend it highly?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tom Sutton. I'm the camp ranger for the Mount Baker Area Council of Boy Scouts of America, better known to the kids as Captain Kaibo. We not only handle the Boy Scouts from the 4 counties here that surround Whatcom, but we handle Canadian Scouts to the tune of about 7,000 per year. This campground has 9 primitive locations basically, comprises about 180 acres, and it's open year-round. We try to keep the facility warmed up during the winter for all the cross-country skiers and sledders and the snow people. Camp Black Mountain, an older camp, is being rejuvenated at this time, and we're all glad to be here and work with the boys, not only of the 4 counties here, but the Canadian Scouts as well. They're all welcome.
This is what we call a brush pile. It is made up of just a bunch of sticks and twigs and logs and things of that sort, and we just pile it up to make homes for plants and animals, such as mice. Some of these brush piles that we've made, mice have come to live in them and made nests in them. It can also be home to rabbits and other animals and things like that. So it's kind of funny because a lot of our scouts ended up in one day making several brush piles because they're so helpful and useful to the animals.
How do you learn all this stuff?
We do what we call merit badges. It's just a series of requirements that we need to learn about certain sciences and things about the world today, and through the process of that, it teaches us many new things.
It's been a very real privilege for me to serve these young people. That really is the bottom line as far as we're concerned in this program. All of the things that all of the volunteers do points toward the opportunities that we can create for these young people. And this particular council, I think, is doing a significant job. I've been in the scouting program since 1935, and during that period of time I've had an opportunity to see councils all over the world, and this certainly doesn't take a back seat to any of them. This year is particularly significant in that we're celebrating our 75th anniversary, and as a part of that celebration we're planning on an alumni gathering on the 21st of August. We want to encourage all of the people who at any time were involved in the scouting program, particularly in the Mount Baker Area Council, to come to the Mount Baker Camp Black Mountain organization up here at Silver Lake, and visit with us on the 21st and explore some of the artifacts that we'll have here. We just really are so dependent on the volunteer, and as scouts and scouters they should certainly find something of significance to see during that period. In that regard, we've been some 60 years in operation here in the council, and during that time this camp has grown significantly. A bit later, one of the other people will be talking about the growth and development of the program, but it's just a magnificent development that we have here at this particular site. We're serving a large group of young men, and we are covering all the way from the little fellows who are starting out in cubbing through the Explorer program, which gives the maturing young man and in the Explorer program the young woman an opportunity to learn those things about the areas of interest that they have, particularly in the professions. We are very, very proud of the experiences we're providing for young people, but it certainly cannot be minimized, the amount of effort that is given from the volunteers to this particular program.
This year at camp we're trying to expand our program opportunities and keep things going so that the older boys have an opportunity to keep involved. Some of those things that we're doing up here are up on the hillside, up behind the other side of the lake are the black powder range. We have both rifle and shotgun this year. We have a rappelling where we come off several different cliffs up there to give the boys different opportunities. Obviously the lake behind me, we have rowing, canoeing, sailboarding has been added this year, sailing, and we would like to expand and have motorboating, which teaches the boys how to use gasoline motors and those type of things. Some of the other programs that we're trying to do besides the first class emphasis for the younger boys are the programs we're trying to, shall we say, pilot each year. This year we're trying a pilot program. It will be following the normal camp season. It will be the first week of August, and this is what we call the BAT Team Adventure. And the BAT, B-A-T, stands for the Baker Ascent Team. And these will be, at least the boys would have to be 15 years old and meet certain requirements from certain merit badges. And these young men will have an opportunity to work here at camp for 3 days in preparation. And then we will take them up to the Coleman Glacier at the base of Mount Baker. And then we will make an ascent to the top of Baker towards the end of that week. And that's the Baker Ascent Team, which is what that BAT stands for. If that doesn't work, we also have another mountain as a secondary, because Baker can be very dangerous and safety is always our primary concern. That is Mount Ruth, which is up near Hannigan Pass and on the other side of the Nooksack Glacier. So we are trying to pilot different programs each year for the older boys so that those kids can feel that the program doesn't just stop when they reach 14, 15 years old. There are opportunities for them as well, and scouting is trying to meet those challenges. It's a program for all boys. Some of the other things that we're trying to do, because not everybody wants to climb the top of the mountain, that are being discussed in our planning for program are future bike treks, possibility of future horse treks, as well as other activities. We have the Nooksack canoe, whitewater canoeing, and well, you name it, we can turn around and try and provide it. The key is there's outing and scouting, and we're going to try and provide an opportunity for the boys to experience and learn these different activities and to have the self-esteem and the confidence to carry that throughout their life.
The scenes behind me are that of Camp Black Mountain, located on Silver Lake in Maple Falls, the site of our summer camp facility. I'm standing on the deck of our dining lodge. It's a facility that we're quite thrilled and pleased to have. Through the generosity of many of our local scouters and significant community leaders, we have been able to expand and make improvements, badly needed improvements to our lodge. We've expanded it by 16 feet and allowing us to further seat campers and able to accomplish all being fed at a single meal, one-time seating without having to feed in shifts. Camp has been in existence for 63 years on this location, and there have been thousands, literally thousands of youngsters from the Bellingham, Whatcom, Skagit Island, San Juan communities that have benefited from these facilities. In that the camp has been in operation for 63 years and the facilities have served for that length of time. There's some needed improvement projects here at camp. The lodge that I've mentioned to you is just the first in our effort to make improvements and to maintain these wonderful facilities that we enjoy. We've been successful in opening 3 new campsites, built permanent tent platforms, and have a replacement program in place to annually replace a certain percentage of our tonnage so that it allows for a comfortable stay for our campers. We are in the final legs of completion of a new water system. Behind me up on the hillside is a cistern that has been our water source for these 63 years. Our new location is a deep water well certified by the state to provide for our domestic needs of water. Across the lake is our craft lodge. We hope that at some point in the near future we can address the remodeling and a winterization program that allow for expanded use of that facility, as well as provide some more adequate housing for our staff members who live out here 8 weeks of the summer and provide for accommodations appropriate for that length of stay. All of which I've mentioned, all of these projects I've mentioned would not be possible were it not for the volunteers led by our Council President George Lotzenheiser and others that give so willingly of their time and talent and treasures to make possible this program known as Scouting.
Well, I'm in Boy Scouts because Boy Scouts is always, it's given me lots of opportunities to do things I haven't been able to do on my own, such as camping and exploring careers and the outdoors.
I've learned first aid, knot tying, shooting bow and arrows, rifle, ecology stuff.
So if somebody came up to you and said, I wanted to join Scouts, what would you say?
Go for it. It's a good opportunity.
Boy Scouts of America. Be prepared.
It's a great day!